Nestled in the shadows of the Karee mountains is the captivating Karoo town of Carnarvon. Steeped in Renish missionary history, the village charms visitors with warm hospitality and good traditional food. Originally established as the village of Harmsfontein, the name was changed to Carnarvon to honour British colonial secretary Lord Henry Carnarvon.
Actually, Carnarvon is a missionary town that was formed in 1847. And later on it became a town because whites came in, they asked to stay here, and the missionaries agreed. So we got very integrated and we formed the town of Carnarvon.
Carnarvon is not like the typical polished tourism town. So you have to look carefully for stuff to see what's going on here, because it's a working town. It's not like a town that's like full of houses, that's all restored and owned by people and used as holiday homes.
The quaint little town boasts unique corbelled houses built by the Trek Boers in 1811 after they settled here. The roofs of these small domed homes were built of flat stones due to the scarcity of wood in the area. The cement used by builders at the time was a mixture of corn chaff and soil mixed with water and kneaded to the correct texture. The floors were made of smeared earth, coloured a rich red by a mixture of fat and oxblood, and polished with a smooth stone. All in all, architectural ingenuity. But the backbone of this community is sheep farming. In the past, the merino wool sheep was the dominant breed, but today the majority of farmers choose the more hardy Dorper breed for its high quality of meat. Residents are hoping, with the arrival of the SKA, the focus will shift to tourism and provide much-needed jobs for a population that has a 25% unemployment rate.
I hope that the SKA, with the international impact that it's going to have on our little town, is going to invest and not only be something technical that people will do from outside like Sutherland, because Sutherland has gained nothing from what's happening there.
There's much more to this dusty town than meets the eye. Antique stores, churches, and the museum, which takes you on a nostalgic trip down memory lane to a time when life was simpler and slower. Carnarvon has a rich history of defying apartheid. It's a place where the Group Areas Act never came into existence because the people of De Bilt refused to be moved from their homes.
One thing that I'm proud of, that Carnarvon has got a history of people living in peace together.
Yeah, I know of SKA. It's a big thing for us here, because like in the 1950s and towards the 1960s, it was the heyday of this town. It was the wool boom. You know, 1 pound of wool for 1 pound of money. So it was lot of people on all the farms. And as the year went by, people were just getting less and less here. And now with this new thing, it's like a new dream for some people. Something can happen and they can do something. Like there's a few guest houses opened up here, and some of us extended our guest houses.
And if beer is your thing, this is the place. One of the star attractions is the Blikkies Bar, sporting the second largest beer tin collection in the Southern Hemisphere, and also well stocked with a wide selection of exotic drinks and good wines. It's just another unique quirk in a town that has many attractions for any traveller.
From Carnarvon, we take you to the mother city, Cape Town, for a closer look at what is on offer at the Boutique Hotel at 38 Long Street.
Long Street is considered to be the Cape Town equivalent of New York's Soho, lined with clubs, restaurants and boutiques along the 3.8-kilometre stretch of living history. And located at 38 Long Street, in the heart of this activity, you will find the Granddaddy. Plush, playful and luxurious, the Granddaddy Hotel is an award-winning creative project that mirrors the talent, style and flavour of the mother city. And it's famous for the Airstream rooftop trailer park that serves as a magnet for adventurous travellers. 38 Long Street started life in 1895 as the Hotel Metropole, and although this hotel has been refurbished and altered a number of times in more than a century, the basic design remains much as it was when it opened, 5 stories of German Renaissance architecture imposing itself on Cape Town. Recently upgraded, the hotel ranks as one of the city's top hotels, in full view of Table Mountain.
So it's been around for a long time. It's an old historic building, which makes it unique in itself. And it has always been a hotel, so it was opened as an accommodation establishment. And then over the years has just, developed, and it's always been a first for many different things, from being one of the first hotels with electricity to one of the first hotels with bathrooms on floors with hot and cold water.
The Granddaddy offers a range of accommodation options. For the well-heeled, there are opulent suites with balconies overlooking Long Street, or enclosed wooden deck gardens complete with television and comfortable lounges. The luxury rooms offer a chic alternative, providing the comforts of a 4-star hotel room, but personalized with clever local touches. Lampshades decorated with clouds of South African place names from Pofadder to Polokwane, and headboards bedecked with African aloes. And then there are the Airstream trailers, with classic lines and incredible craftsmanship that are timeless.
The previous owners, Jody and Nick from the Daddy Longlegs group, always had a vision of putting trailers on a rooftop. They searched around the city looking for a building where they could do that. They actually had a building up the road, but the rooftop didn't work, unfortunately. Then the Metropole Hotel came up for sale, and it was the perfect location. It had a rooftop which wasn't currently being used, and it also had the planning permission, and they were able to do so.
There's nothing ordinary about going all the way to the USA to source 7 vintage Airstream trailers and then hauling them back across the Atlantic and hoisting them onto the roof of an urban hotel. But in keeping with the hotel itself, nothing is standard. The 7 trailers are parked in a neat garden, complete with US Postal Service mailboxes. The Granddaddy has taken design up a notch, encapsulating Long Street's boisterous energy and creative drive to conjure up the most unique experience you will find anywhere in Cape Town. Each trailer has been individually designed by top local creatives. Love of Lace provides a feminine appeal that says boudoir, not bordello. Or the iconic Ballad of John and Yoko. The bed takes up 3/4 of the trailer, and the design invites relaxation and celebrates peace and love. Moontides is the largest Airstream trailer with a separate living and bedroom area, with a combination of silver and blue carrying you away on a moontide. Pleasantville is a utopian 1950s-style heaven, incorporating a wide variety of period piece finishes in mint green and cherry red, decorative wall ducks and blue melamine. And while you're on the rooftop, you have to take in a movie at the Pink Flamingo Rooftop Cinema, an institution in Cape Town that provides a cult movie experience that's a little bit drive-in and a little bit open-air theatre. Where else could you watch Titanic, Edward Scissorhands, or One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Cape Town is such a diverse, unique city with a lot of entrepreneurs that are starting up new businesses, trying new things, and Long Street and the streets around it are exactly where you would find these.
The Daddy Cool Bar is where Cape Town kicks back. White leather, shiny surfaces, bling chains and quirky golden treasures. So whether you want a cocktail or a rare and collectible tequila, come to Daddy Cool. Long Street bustles with an energy that is quintessentially Cape Town and spectacularly South African, and the Granddaddy continues its proud tradition of providing fine accommodation and cuisine for locals and tourists.
On the show, we'll